Although this channel is quite new, I have been creating videos for YouTube for more than 7 years, and this is the first time in all this time that I have to react to my own video, because when it appeared many did not understand it the way I wanted to carry the message. Maybe it was my mistake and I could not carry the message correctly, but my intention I think was quite clear. In the previous video we talked about the leadership of women in Power Rangers and the few opportunities they have had to be team leaders. We also talked about the few times a female ranger has been red and the inequity the production has had with this. If you haven't seen that video, I invite you to watch it at the end of this video so you can understand everything at the end. Many thought that my intention of it was progressive and also feminist, but the reality is that it is a message in search of justice over equality. Even though many agreed with my message, they still thought it was not the best way to say it. Other people thought I was bad-mouthing the production of the franchise, and others thought the production had been fair to women. I think the message didn't get across completely, and that is that, in a nutshell, the message is that we should have a Red Ranger who is a woman and a leader of a team for a whole season. Basically, it's a message that reaffirms support for the decision they made this year to name Amelia as a Red Ranger and have her be a leader for an entire season. What I seek with that video is to present evidence that they have never been able to give us a female Red Ranger and team leader for a full season. In the video, we are not looking to say that women have never been leaders or that they have never had the full attention of the series. We know there are women who have not been the team leader and yet have been the main character, but that is not what we are looking to mention, as that is a different topic. I want you all to understand that the Red Rangers have been the team leaders in almost every season, and while I don't agree with that happening, unfortunately, that is what has always happened. I think that any color should lead a team, and it has been seen in some seasons that this has been the case. We can remember the second season of Mighty Morphin when Tommy started out as the leader. He was a White Ranger. At the time, it wasn't that shocking that the leader was another color, since Tommy was only the second leader in the story, so it was thought that any color could be the leader. Unfortunately, we were shown that the production has had red as the most important color in the franchise, as almost all the leaders have been that color. With this important detail you can see why I want to carry the message about a woman as a Red Ranger. If the production has reaffirmed for so many years that red is the most important color in a certain way, then why are there only 2 women as Red Rangers in 30 years of history? I know that many will say that red has always been seen as a masculine color, and that's why the production didn't put a woman in red, but that's a total lie. Anyone understands that the color red is a color that has been used by both genders. It is even a color that is more used by women because it is a color that has meaning of passion and love, although this is not used in Power Rangers. We know that colors have no gender, and that men and women can use any color. Unfortunately, in the history of mankind, colors have been categorized, and for a long time some colors have been separated by gender. Pink, for example, has always been categorized as a color for women and blue as a color for men. This is something that happens throughout society and not just in Power Rangers. As we all know, many will go crazy the day a male ranger is the Pink Ranger. With the other colors it's not going to have the same impact, as we've had blue women and yellow men, but we've never had a pink man. Basically, this color thing is something that I don't really care about, and if the decision was in my hands, I would have put any gender in any color, and I would have put any color to lead a team. I also don't care which color is going to be the protagonist of the series. The important thing is that in the end the series has a good theme and a good story. This is why many people confused my message, because they thought I was defending the color red and giving it the same importance that the production gives it, but in reality, I only based my message on the color red because the franchise has given a lot of importance to that color, and we all know that. Many people also thought that I was criticizing the Forever Red episode, and actually that episode is one of my favorites, but we cannot deny that it is proof of what we are talking about, the lack of women in red. We know that the intention of that episode was to put all the Red Rangers together, and that the intention was not to put all the leaders together. I also understand that maybe not putting a woman was not intentional. There just wasn't a red female ranger up to that point. Unfortunately, it is still proof that they didn't want to appoint a female Red Ranger, and that can't be denied. It is not a negative thing that they made an episode with all the Rangers in red, neither is it a negative thing that they made an episode in which all the Rangers were men. There is nothing negative about that. The negative thing is that they had not named any woman as a Red Ranger until that moment. In conclusion, I don't care which color is the leader of a team, and I don't care which color is the protagonist, but as the production has always put red as the most important color and almost all the leaders have been of that color, then we should base it on that. If we base it on the fact that red is the most important color and that they have almost always been the leaders of the team, then why have they almost always been men? That's the important question that everyone must answer, and the answer can't be by saying that it's because red is seen as a color only for men. We know that the largest audience for the franchise is male, but that is no excuse for not putting a woman in the most important color for the franchise and making her the leader of a team wearing that color. Remember, for me the most important color is not red. For me all colors are equal, but we must base it on the importance that the producers have given to the colors, and they have highlighted red as the main color in almost every season. We know that there are seasons that the Rangers with other colors have had more prominence, but even so, the production has always made it clear that red is the most important color for them, and Forever Red is the proof of that.